Hola! Today we're going to talk about los números, or forming numbers. You've already learned up to 100, so we're going to quickly review those, and then we are going to do the numbers above 100. Okay, as a reminder, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Remember, these numbers through 29 are very similar, just like 16 through 19, where we take the number, so here we have 20, and then we're trying to add and 1, 20 y uno, but they actually write it like this in Spanish. 20, you change the EY to an I, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. When we get up to 30 through 90, these ones are similar. So 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, y 90. These ones you just form like normal. So if you wanted to do 34, 30 y 4. So through 99, you're just going to add the word and in between those numbers. Another example, 76, 70 y 6. Once again, 70 and 6. So add the and in between those. Okay, you already learned 100, which is 100. Another word for 100, which we'll go over in a little bit, ciento. And then 200 all the way through 900, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, and 900. These seem pretty easy. We have 2 and then hundreds, 3 hundreds, 4 hundreds. Okay, some of the irregulars that we have here are 500, which you would think would be 500, but it's not, it's 500. 600 is just the normal rule. 700 is not 700, it's 700. 800 is normal, and then you would think this would be 900, but it's not, it's 900. And then we have 1000 is 1000, and 1,000,000, which is 1 million. Okay, now we have some rules here. So we'll start with 100. You've already learned to use 100 before a noun. You use CN when you have exactly 100 of something. So your example here that you can fill in, tengo. So if you had $100, you would say tengo $100, because it's exactly $100 that you have. So you use ciento with numbers 101 to 199. So your examples here would be tengo, let's say that you had maybe 105, so 105 cassettes. 105 casetes. So because you have over 100 of something, you have 105, you say ciento instead of 100. Okay, let's say that you had maybe 130 CDs. So tengo 105 casetes y 130 discos compactos. So once again, we're talking about a number that is higher than exactly 100. Okay, so 130, ciento. Okay, the numbers 200 through 900 have masculine and feminine forms that agree with the noun that they describe. Okay, so for example, por ejemplo, if there were, 280 boys, so we would say 200, 280 boys. And let's say that there were 250 girls. So instead of saying 200, I would say 200. Okay, so be careful with this. You can tell which one you use by the end of the word. And we've talked about this, things being masculine or feminine. Okay, the next number we're going to talk about, 1,000. 1,000 only has one form. Okay, this never becomes plural. So, tengo 1,000 amigos. I have 1,000 friends. Or if you wanted to say, hay 2,000 estudiantes. There are 2,000 students. So no matter what, it's always going to be mil. It's not going to change to the plural form. It's just mil. Mil or 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Something that's a little strange in Spanish-speaking countries. $1,000. This is how they write it in Spanish. So they actually use a decimal point instead of a comma, as you can see there. The really crazy thing is, let's say that you had $9,982.36. So they kind of flip-flop what we do. Decimal point where a comma normally goes, a comma where a decimal point normally goes. Okay, let's do some practica. Here we have 2015, or the year 2015. You'll notice that there's no decimal point used to talk about years. Okay, so 2000, we have 2,000, right? And then 15, 15. So if I wanted to say the year 2015, I would say 2015. Okay, next number we have 105,800. So I have 105. So 105 is 105. Remember, this isn't just 105, it's 105,000. So 105,800. 800. Okay, so 105,800. All right, 999,999. Remember how we say 900, 900. So here we have 900, now we need 99. So 999. Remember, this is 999,000, so don't forget your mil. 999,000. Now we're back to 999. 999. Okay, you're going to flip your paper over. Let's do A together. So we have 555. So remember, 500 is 500. And then we have 55, 50 y 5. Okay, now I want you to try B through D by yourself, and then we'll check your answers in a minute. Okay, pause the video now. Answers are going to pop up. Okay, check your work right now. So B we had 360, 360. For C we have 1,327, 1,327. And D we have 2,600,124, 2,600,124. Don't forget, mil, 1,000, stays singular. Millón actually does become plural, millones. Okay, time for some math. Here we have 600 menos 400. So 600 is 600. Subtract 400, which is 400. And what does that give us? We have 200. Now I actually want you to write your answer in Spanish. So 200, 200. Okay, I would like you to finish the rest of them here. We'll go over the answers in a minute. Pause it right now before the answers come up. Okay, here the answers are. For número dos, we have 800 plus 200, which is 1,000 or 1000. For número tres, we have 300 times 3, which is 900 or 900. 500 times 2, which is 1,000, we have 1000. 1,000 times 2,000, which is 2 million or 2 millones. 900 minus 600, which is 300 or 300. 700 minus 300, which is 400 or 400. How did you do? Okay, hopefully you feel better about numbers right now, and we're going to do tons more practice. So, adios, watch this video if you need a little bit more help.